And we'll go from there. Morning, Paul.
Morning.
So just as you start to get comfortable there, just allow yourself the next couple minutes to check in with your breath, first and foremost, and allow that breath to guide you into how you're feeling in your body. Allowing the start of the inhale to be your anchor point, meaning whenever thoughts are wandering, reconnect back to the start of the inhale. Work towards increasing, expanding your inhale and lengthening and completing your exhale. Allowing every exhale to find you a little softer on your mat, a little heavier on the mat, a little more relaxed. Taking your biggest inhale yet and your longest, most full exhale. On your next inhale, let's sweep those arms up overhead. Clasp your fingers and flip your palms to the back of the room. Reach through the side body and the other side body. Nice and long. Take deep breaths. Long exhales. And just kind of wake up the body a little bit. On your next inhale, hug knees to chest. Just explore how that feels on your hips, your lower back. Give the knees a big squeeze towards the chest. Lift your head, curl up into a little ball. Take a big breath in. And exhale, relax down. Straighten your right leg long. Hug that left knee to chest. Flex both feet. Draw your shoulders away from your ears and soften the left knee towards the chest. Hug underneath the left thigh. So hands behind the knee. And then just straighten the knee, lengthening through the hamstrings. Flex the foot so the heel reaches towards the ceiling, and then relax down. And doing that 3 or 4 more times. Just straighten the knee, flex the foot, reach the heel to ceiling, pause, relax down. We'll do it once more, making sure you're still continuing with that breath, and then relax down. Take the outside of the left knee with your right hand, draw that knee across body into our first twist. Left hand to T, palm to ceiling. Gently rest your hand on the outside of your left knee, that right hand. And then breathing long through the tailbone, through the spine. Relaxing the ribs into the side body. Noticing what you notice there. Inhaling back up through center, both knees to chest. Give them another hug, give them another squeeze. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, straighten your left leg long. Flex both feet. Keep that left leg long and connected to your mat. And just softening the right thigh towards the chest. Hugging behind the right knee. Let's inhale, straighten that right knee, flex your right foot, heel to ceiling, and then relax down. Doing that 3 or 4 times, just finding length in your hamstrings. And then take the outside of the right knee with your left hand, draw that across the body into a twist, right palm to ceiling, left hand gently resting on outside of right knee. Inhaling for length of the spine, exhaling for softening into the twist. Allow that right shoulder roll back to your mat. Let's inhale back through center. Give the knees a hug in towards the chest once more. And then let's place the feet down on the mat, hip width apart, knees bent, arms down at your side body. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips towards the ceiling into a bridge. Take another deep breath here. And then as you exhale, soften down. Try and see if your spine can hit the mat before your glutes. Take another inhale. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, lift. Think length across the front of the hips, reach the knees away. And as you exhale, lower down. Inhale, hug knees into chest. We're going to rock and roll all the way up into sitting. And let's find our tabletop. So finding your tabletop position, spread the fingers wide, anchor down into the index finger and the thumb, draw your shoulders away from the ears, and if you can, just spin your elbow creases so they face forwards. That makes sure your shoulder's in a good position. So inhale into our cow pose, rolling the shoulders back with the gaze. Exhaling, rounding the spine, just exploring what the spine feels like this morning. Tucking the tailbone, reaching between the shoulder blades, hang the head. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Really think about arching through the middle spine, the thoracic spine. Reach the chest forward, lift the tailbone. And exhale, reverse. Press into the palms, into the index finger and the thumbs. Really tuck the tailbone, rounding the lower spine. And one more time, into the arch of the spine, noticing where the sticky spots are, trying to move there. And then reversing that. So letting the head hang, tucking the tailbone, reaching between your shoulder blades. And just relaxing there. Good. Finding neutral again. We'll just tuck the toes from here. Take a nice inhale. We'll lift the hips up into your downward dog as you exhale. Just pedal your feet. Take a few moments to find your most comfortable down dog. Knees can be bent. Really root down into the index finger and the thumbs. Spin the biceps towards the ears. And then reach the chest towards your thighs. So lifting the tailbone towards the ceiling. You want lengthen that spine. Lengthen the back of the legs. Let's walk our feet up to meet our hands. Into our forward fold. Really soften through the knees. Let the head hang. Rounding through the lower back. One vertebrae at a time, let's roll ourselves all the way up to standing. I'll just adjust that a little bit. There we go. So in standing, let's move through a little bit of just a simple flow. So find your Tadasana. Feet are hip width apart. Lift and spread the toes. Really root down those four corners of your feet. Think of the crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling and then broad collarbones. We'll inhale, lift those hands up all the way overhead. Connect palm to palm. Exhale down through heart center. Soften the knees, forward fold. Inhale, lift to a half back stretch. So long, straight spine. Knees can still be bent. Exhale, soften down, fold. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, either taking the knees down or all the way down, chaturanga. Untuck the toes, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down through the mat, tuck the toes, come in through the knees. Inhale, exhale, downward dog. Take a moment to find your downward dog. Couple nice, easy, deep breaths. And then we can walk or hop to meet our hands into our forward fold. Rolling it one vertebrae at a time, all the way to your Tadasana. And we'll add on from there. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down through center, forward fold. Inhale, half back stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant your hands, step back plank. Exhale, down through chaturanga, all the way to your belly. And tuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra or upward dog. Exhale, down to your belly. Come through the knees. Inhaling, exhaling, downward dog. Take another breath here. Pedal your feet, kind of explore that downward dog. Then we'll inhale your right leg to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Exhale, sweep it through towards your right hand, long lunge. On your next inhale, let's rise up, crescent lunge. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, find your balance. You can always drop the knee if you'd prefer. Think length of the back leg, strength of the front. And then let's exhale, hands back down, step back plank. Exhale down to your belly once more. Untuck your toes, baby cobra or upward dog. Exhale down to your belly, tuck your toes, move through your knees, and up to downward dog. Take another breath here. On your next inhale, left leg rises, three-legged dog. Inhale, sweep it forward, long lunge. Find your connection here. Really make sure you're anchored and your feet are still hip width apart. On your next inhale, all the way up, crescent lunge. Drop your shoulders away from the ears. Reach through the fingertips, lift the chest. Soften into your front knee. You can always take your back knee down. One more breath here. And exhale, hands down to the mat. Step your right foot to meet your left. Forward fold, top of the mat. And inhale, coming all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae, into Chiradasana. Good. Glasses back on. Everybody okay? Okay, let's do another standing pose as we move through that flow. So inhale, arms all the way up again. Connect palm to palm. Hands come down through heart center. Softly into your forward fold. Inhale to half back stretch, so lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold, hands to the mat, step back plank. As you exhale, lower down to the mat, untuck the toes, and inhale into your upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale down towards the mat. Come back through your knees. Find your downward dog. I'm just going to adjust this a little. There we go. Okay, another breath in your downward dog. And then let's inhale that right leg to ceiling. Exhale, sweep it through towards that front hand. Find your long lunge and just anchor yourself there. Now let's seal the back foot. So I just moved that back foot onto a 45-degree angle and it's connected to the floor, pinky side two. I'm going to take my right hand to my right thigh and take my left hand towards the ceiling in a side angle pose. So I've got a long sealed connected back leg, really rooting down into the pinky side of the foot, and then taking some body weight on my right arm through my right thigh, but then opening up and twisting the chest to face the left side. Tuck your tailbone under, find length of your spine. And then we'll exhale down towards the mat. Step your right foot back, downward dog. Take a moment in your downward dog. On your next inhale, lift left leg to ceiling. Exhale, take that left leg towards your left foot towards your left hand, long lunge. Let's seal the back leg on the angle. Really connect your pinky side of your foot to the mat. We'll take the left forearm to thigh, and as you inhale, take that right arm to ceiling. Oh, this side's much harder on my balance. Roll the shoulders back away from the ears. So I can really press into that left forearm to spin and open through the shoulders and the rib cage. Really press into that back leg, anchored into that whole foot, continuing to breathe. And let's exhale, hands down to the mat. Untuck your back toes or back heels. Step your right foot forward to meet your left. Softly forward fold. On our next inhale, let's roll all the way up to standing. Good. Okay. Let's do one more standing pose. Having trouble with my angles today. So find your Tadasana on the mat. So again, feet hip width apart. Spread the toes, really anchor down into the floor. And then what we'll do is we'll stand on the right leg. So really root down into the right leg, squeeze your right bum. And we'll just lift that left knee up in front of us. Work your balance. And then I'd like you to try and hug that left knee up towards you even more. So just kind of what we did in lying, only one hand. And if you want to use the wall, use the wall. But see if you can keep pressing down into your right foot. Whoa, as you draw that left knee to chest. Still breathing, find an anchor point for your balance. Take one more breath and then relax down. Just notice what you notice that way. Shake that out, we'll try the other side. So anchor down into your left foot, squeeze the glutes, get nice and active in the leg. We'll lift the right knee up, find that first. And then we want to hug that right knee to chest, kind of a bit to the side body. And find that balance and strength. You'll notice your left knee might want to bend. See if you can keep that left knee straight. And I'm going to fall out of that. Take another breath in and let yourself go. Awesome. Okay, shake that out. We'll come into our Malasana to transition back to the mat. So feet as wide as your yoga mat. You can turn your toes out. Take your hands to heart center. Take a nice breath in. And as we exhale, just slowly come down into our full Malasana. Take a few breaths here. Just exploring through your hips. Use your hands to lever open through the hips. Think of the spine being long, tailbones reaching towards the floor. Chest is lifting as best you can. Breathing into the pelvis, breathing into the back body. Awesome. And then we'll gently just sit down. Bring the feet out in front. Good. And we'll take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, we'll just slowly roll down towards the mat. And once you're there, you can give those knees a hug in towards the chest again. Just again, kind of notice what you notice here. Then let's find our happy baby. So reach hands on the inside of the thighs to the outside of the foot. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. And then start to straighten the knees so the heels reach towards the ceiling and the thighs are reaching down towards your side body. Then you can rock from side to side if you like, exploring that range of motion of the hips, the hamstrings. Try and make sure your spine and your tailbone stays connected to the mat. So ideally, we don't want the whole tailbone rolling up and away from the mat there. So just rocking and rolling. Awesome. And then let's bring the feet down to the mat, knees bent, feet as wide as your yoga mat. And arms to a T or to a cactus. And we'll just windshield wiper the knees from side to side. So just again, explore the hips a little bit. Keep the spine long. Just noticing what you notice there. Lovely. We'll come back through center. Let's take the soles of the feet together, knees wide, bounding a pose. And just see if we can settle in here for a few deep breaths. Before we move back into our Shavasana. If there's any other pose or any other movement that would feel nice for you, certainly you can move towards that before our Shavasana. While you're in bound angle, as you exhale, just consciously let your lower back, your spine, find more heaviness towards the mat. See if you can bring back that connection. That spine to mat. And you can gently bring your knees up through the middle. And again, either moving into your full Shavasana or another pose that may feel good to complete your practice. If not, you can bring your arms down at your side, palms face the ceiling, shoulders roll away from the ears, legs as wide as your yoga mat. And just spend the next couple minutes reconnecting to the awareness of your breath and the stillness of the body, stillness of the thoughts. Take a nice deep inhale, following it with your longest exhale yet. Checking in with the body, checking in with your breath, and just kind of noticing how you are. In your own time, find your way onto your right side. Roll up into a little ball there. Take another moment to seal your practice. And then from there, mindfully make your way up into your Sukhasana, your sweet seat. We'll take our hands to heart center. Take a nice deep breath in. Full breath out, bowing the head. From my light to yours, namaste. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Jen. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good day, guys. Enjoy. Happy Tuesday. We'll talk to you soon.
Have a good
Bye.